Welcome everybody to the K&B Music Den. As always, I'm Brad, and you, sir.
I am everyone's friend, Keith.
That he is. So why are we here again today?
I have no idea.
Oh, I can tell you.
Okay, please.
Our good friend, Dr. Ryan Adams.
Oh, I didn't know he was a doctor now?
Oh, yeah, he's a doctor. That's
Okay.
what the D for
Oh,
DRA stands
oh
for.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I was misinformed.
Yeah, doctor of musicology. So, I mean, so he now released a new album. Or is it new?
Yeah, we'll get into that, right?
Okay.
New album. What's it called?
Another Wednesdays.
Another Wednesday, I believe it's called.
Is there no S?
I don't think there's an S.
Okay, that would make sense. Punctuality, I believe. Is it punctuality on
Punctuation,
time
yeah.
or?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the two. But now, of course, if we're talking about another Wednesday, this is going to have to come up in the conversation. And this is the album Wednesdays.
The original Wednesday.
The original, not to be duplicated, perhaps. We'll see. Brad and I have both said, we're huge Ryan Adams fans. A big, the cornerstone, the core of our channel really is to unapologetically cover Ryan through everything that's happened. But this is one of those later period ones that we feel just stands right up with his absolute best work ever.
Yeah.
Stunning album. So this is Wednesdays. So what is another Wednesday, Brad?
Another Wednesday was Ryan. I believe Ryan listens to this channel. And I think he knows we rank this as the third greatest album he's ever released. Behind
Is that where
Gold
it
and Heartbreaker, yeah.
Yeah, well.
So I think he thought, you know what, let's do it again.
Because of us.
Because, well, let's just say, the Prisoner album he did, Prisoners,
Yes.
fantastic.
Absolutely.
And I actually appreciated it more than the studio album.
Okay, and we can talk about that too, because that's a great,
So
comparison.
this has a lot of those similarities to that, where it's stripped back, some overlaying of the strings, and I think we were going to go for a second round of trying that again. What's your thoughts?
Well, I'm very, very. I've been so anxious to hear what you think of this.
Okay.
Because to me, and this may seem a little obvious, on the nose, duh, Keith, kind of thing to say, but I'm going to say it. This album to me begs the question: why remake a largely acoustic, very emotional, very personal album by doing another largely acoustic, very emotional, personal album?
Yeah.
To me, I don't want to go so far as to say this album is pointless, but this will probably be as critical as I ever am of Ryan Adams on this channel, from before and moving forward. Well, we'll see what he does next, but I think this. I was quite frankly bored by this album because I think, first of all, why do it? And second of all, it's very, here comes the first chorus, here comes the string patch. And I don't know enough, and I apologize. If it's not just someone on a keyboard holding chords that sound like strings, I apologize. If it's an actual strings, then I apologize. But to me, it just sounds like he paid, a keyboard player a couple $100 to come in and hit the chords on every song and then just pump this out. I mean, you do get those covers. You do get It's Not That Kind of Night. But largely, I was just kind of like, why? Why was this done? Very glad I did not order it on vinyl, which I have almost everything he's ever done on vinyl. But he put this out as a $50 vinyl, I believe.
They're not cheap.
It was way more than Black Hole. And I'm glad I held off because it was hard for me to get through it, to be honest with you.
Man.
Yeah, and here's why. Now, it sounds like I'm being harsh. Here's why I'm taking this stance, and then I'm very interested to hear what you have to say. Wednesdays is such a game changer, is such a life changer for us. Really, right?
It's a great, yeah.
I mean, it is absolute sublime, unappreciated perfection. And that is why I am so hard on Another Wednesday, because, like I said, for me, the main thing is why. Why was this even created? But I'm open to hear other thoughts, opinions, and I'm really want to know what you think, so I'll shut up.
So yeah, I mean, it's like Keith said, Wednesdays, the original album. Like I said, I think we put that number 3 on our list to show you.
And think about
Yeah.
what it came above.
With all the other
Came
albums.
above Love Is Hell,
It's
right?
above Love Is Hell.
I
We
mean-
knocked off Cold Roses to put this on the list. I mean,
did?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
But I stand by it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's absolute perfection. But
It
go on.
is. It is perfection. So I understand where you come from with the how can you go back and make anything that's as good?
Yeah, yeah.
If I want to hear Wednesdays, I can just put the record on.
Yeah.
I will say, I will buy the new vinyl. They're not cheap, so I can't afford
Yeah.
them all at once. But to me, what it really felt like was a really good live recording. There were some great live sounding recordings on there.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen him in Philly, and I think he played about 10 of the so it made me wonder.
He played a lot of the album, which was
did any of this end up on there?
breathtaking, yeah.
It was great. So it's a great listen. I mean, it's the songs from Wednesdays. I mean Wednesday, and it's fantastic. Now I agree. I don't know about the strings on top. It does feel expected, and each time you're like, here comes the strings, you know they're coming. And
formulaic.
I think for Prisoners, the stripped back approach showed me the songs more.
Yes.
And I got to see the inside of the songs, the skeleton of it, and it really showed me how great of an album that is that I missed certain parts.
Yes.
Where with this one, you just can't do better than that. I mean, Wednesdays was that's such a perfect album.
Yeah.
You can't polish it up to make it look any better than it does.
Well,
So
yeah, and this goes back to what you said
Yeah.
when he did those covers albums a while back.
Oh, yeah.
And you said something absolutely brilliant that I hadn't even thought of, and now I can't stop thinking about it. When you said, why do blood on the tracks? Like, why didn't you take an underappreciated album from the
Oh, yeah.
80s of Bob Dylan and
Yeah.
rework that in your Ryan Adams
Yeah.
magical way and bring more attention to that album? Like who doesn't know blood on the tracks?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I wanted to like this because he's our guy.
It's impossible not to like it, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to like it as much as Wednesday. But if I
that's
just
impossible.
brought that to your house and you never heard the original Wednesdays, you would be like, wow, floored.
Yes.
Floored. So
Yes.
it's the fact that it doesn't live up to the original that makes it kind of a down. And the fact that the strings are there now, like again, if you never heard the songs, I think you'd be blown away by it.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
100%. And, but that's kind of another fear of mine. I don't know how this would happen, but what if someone stumbled upon another Wednesday and never heard Wednesdays?
They would love it.
They would.
They would love
But it's just like, I don't know. I struggle with this one.
Well, if they found the source material, the original album, then they'd go, holy shit, I see where this, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Ryan did something that a lot of musicians don't do, and that's hit another climatic pitch later in their career. Bob Dylan did it with Time Out of Mind, I believe. That was a fantastic album. And then it's really hard for me to pick out other artists who've had 20, 30 album careers where one of their second half is a top 3 album.
Paul Simon.
Well, that he did put out a great one. I'll give him that.
7 Psalms.
But it's rare. So I think
Yeah.
Ryan knew he wrote a hell of an album, and it's hard to not put that out in like a live format.
Yeah. You know what I've said to you in the past. If DRA does something and you don't like it or you don't get it, it's not you. It's not him. It's you.
Yeah.
So I am willing to say that with time, maybe I will warm up to this. But my initial reaction is I hold Wednesdays so near and dear to my heart.
Oh, he's calling.
Oh, now he's
Ryan's
calling.
calling. We can't have that.
I'm not picking that up.
He's pissed.
I'm not picking that up.
If there's a voicemail,
Oh, did that say call from DRA?
RA,
It sounded like?
is Paxam Studios on the line? That's not a good sign.
Well, and I can't believe I can't believe this call has not been picked up yet. Excuse me, one moment.
Oh, he's in trouble. While he's getting lectured for that. Oh, let's see.
I don't know. It just stopped ringing exactly when I got up.
Oh, well, maybe he's actually
Talk to
watching.
you for a second.
Okay, well,
Sorry
I'm talking. So, but yeah, I think in closing on my end, because I might be more of the apologist between the two of us when it comes to everything he puts out. Keith's the musician. He gets a little picky when it comes to sounds and production and how things are recorded. I'm not. I just basically go with what I enjoy. Oh, he's back.
What I
You
miss?
okay?
What I miss? Yes, sorry about that.
Okay.
Folks. Sorry.
Okay.
low budget here.
Are we being shut down?
No.
Okay, he's okay with us. All right.
It was Adam Ryan's, so we're fine.
Oh, backwards. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what were you saying that I missed?
I was saying that you're a musician, so you're extra picky. Whereas I'm not. So I'm more of a apologist, and I'll just take most of what he puts out and just love it. So I think that also goes into it a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a bit.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, maybe even. But yeah, back to what I was saying before Adam Ryan's called. I am just... Wednesdays is so... It's so special. It's so special. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to that album since it was released.
Yeah.
I mean, countless times. So when I see this coming down the pike, and I have a pretty good idea what it's going to be, and it's exactly what it was.
Yep.
Now, again, the reason why it worked on Prisoners, and I love Prisoners live, is because Prisoner is a rock album.
Yes.
And he stripped it back, and like you said, you get more in touch with the lyrics, more in touch with the melody, and just the song.
Yep, you're in the bare bones of it.
Yeah,
Where
and
with
that
this, it was
worked.
already stripped back. So
I think that's my biggest problem.
yeah, and I get that.
I think that's my biggest
And
problem.
I think another thing is, we legitimately think this is a classic album, Wednesdays. So, like anything else, it's a classic that tries to be remade in movies or anything else. It just never lives up.
Yeah.
It's so hard to live up to a classic.
Yeah.
So I take it for what it is. It's fun. It's a fun live album to listen to if you have the money to spend on vinyl.
And you know, I maybe... Nah, he might think, well, why? Because then it would just sound like Wednesdays again.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I'd almost rather he have put this out, those live recordings from the acoustic shows, and didn't do anything with them.
Yeah.
Just the guitar, the vocal, and the sound of the room.
That's where
And
the
his-
magic is anyway.
His vocal performance, I mean, he sounds fantastic with the guitar and his voice, as always.
It doesn't need the strings.
It doesn't need the strings, man. I think that's what's really bothering me, and I don't think they're placed very well in the mix as far as the volume. I think they're too,
Yeah.
I just think it's too much. And again, 6 months from now, I might listen to this and cry my eyes out.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. I could because the songs are so great. So, what are your thoughts on having like tracks on My Tears and Moon River and those covers in the album?
They're okay. I mean, for me though, what I really did enjoy is I really liked my favorite song off Wednesdays to begin with was So Anyways. I thought that was done very beautifully on this. Mama was very well done. Again, clean.
Yeah.
So I think the strength of the album was in his original songs. Covers are always fun, but those songs are amazing.
Yeah, and this sounds like like a word salad that I'm about to say, but I genuinely mean it. If literally one person out there for some reason missed Wednesdays, if one person in this world found this and then went back and found Wednesdays and it changed their life like it did for us, then this album was worth releasing.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean that. If one person found Wednesdays from this release, it was worth it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how amazing Wednesdays is to us. So, you know what we're going to say?
Something about a bell, dinging it.
Yeah, but you know what it's like?
Oh, see, I always jump. He wants you to tell him about things.
Yeah, I want you guys to put DRA Army or Drarmy, whatever you guys like to say.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments. Ryan yourself, if you do watch this,
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
please contact us and tell me that you don't like me anymore. No, like I said, it could grow on me. I don't know. But please hear what I'm mainly saying is that Wednesdays is just so perfect as it is.
It is perfect, yeah.
But, folks, let us know what you think of this, comparing it to the original. What did you think of Prisoners versus Prisoner? What did you think of his cover albums? When he does these things that are kind of like, not what a lot of other artists are doing right now, I do tip my hat to him for that. It's a different thing to do. But let us know your thoughts, particularly on Another Wednesday in the comments. So, as always, Brad, I am your friend Keith. This is the K&B Music Den. Thanks for sticking with us here, folks. We got a lot more content coming your way. Please, as he referenced earlier, smash the bell for notifications.
Oh, this is the part I know. Wait, I think.
Yeah.
The bell,
Yes.
the like button. Is that the same thing?
No, two different things.
The like
the video,
button?
Like the video. What's the main thing they should do?
Oh, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel, folks.
Share it on social media too, whatever that is.
Yes. See, that's the one you usually forget. Good job, buddy. Good job.
There we go. There we go.
Share this video on social media.
Yeah.
All your friends need to know about the new obscure Ryan Adams release. I'm sure they care.
And an NXS shirt too. Sorry, I'm loving that.
Oh, dude. I've always wanted an NXS shirt, and I love the Kick album, and they have shirts with the Kick album artwork, which is so cool, but then it's like a white shirt. It's hard to keep clean.
It is.
So I'm like, you know what? Just go with the classic logo.
That's good.
You can't
I've
go
been
wrong.
enjoying it the whole time, so there you go.
What do you got on today, Mike?
Oh, just sad music shirts.
No need to.
Yeah, you don't want to see how
It's buttoned
sad
up
that
for a
is.
reason?
Oh yeah, you're
Okay.
depressed.
Okay, we'll talk about that off camera. But thanks, guys. We'll see you real soon, and let us know what you think of Another Wednesday by our friend Ryan Adams. And yeah, I'm gonna block all calls.
Yeah, good move.
See ya.